Welcome back to Bikes, Boats and Bits, and today we're glorious sunshine again. Here we are stuck in the workshop, but hey, we are going to try and confirm our suspicions today with the Matchless. We've got a feeling, it hasn't been run for 12 years. We think the Magneto has lost some magnetism. We have a spark, it's not brilliant. I did get a chuff out of it the other day when I was having a tinker with it. But that so far has been it. But today what we will do is we're going to make a very basic timing tool up and just check the timings at least somewhere there, just to eliminate that, and we'll probably try hot plugging it as well, because apparently it uses less voltage to fire a hot plug than it does to fire a cold one. So that's something else we can try. So if it is a weak magnet, that maybe help it chuff into life. So it's just going to be a little bit of trying to confirm our suspicions or otherwise, really. But it does look like it is a Magneto, and in which case that will be the end of our involvement with it for now, until the owner decides which path he wishes to take. Options, electronic ignition, 12-volt conversion being one of them. So anyway, we'll see. But on that note, we'll just try and actually identify whether it is the Magneto or not.
Cool.
Right, so we've used the old Rizzler paper. They've just started to open. The piston is more or less top dead centre, so the timing is about right. So we've eliminated that one. So the next thing, we're going to try and work out how we're going to do this, because I can't find somewhere hiding. I've got a special tool for doing measuring arc gaps. See how far the spark will go across free air. So basically, we're going to have to put something in there and hold it off the casing, and just get a rough idea of how far it will jump. So
can't we just open the gap up on the plug?
Well, you think you won't? If we open the gap right up, you reckon it won't spark it?
Oh, it's a gap test, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You've set the gap on the plug to the maximum spark. If you open the gap up,
we'll try it. We will try it.
Then surely there comes a point where it won't spark.
Spot plug, right. So at the moment we're around about 25 mil.
Yeah.
So we open it up to about a mil. Sorry, not 25 mil, 25 thou. So we open it up to about a mil. I would say somewhere close, isn't it? All right.
You hold the camera and that, and I'll go and.
So we'll see if we've got a spark there.
I'll go and turn them over.
Come on, that's it.
Right.
Yep.
It's got to be the same as the gap test, isn't it? Well, that's my theory anyway.
Yeah.
I could be way out there, but you never know, do you? Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing.
Right, close it up a little bit.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay?
Yeah, so we've just closed it up a little bit. See if it's rocking. Yeah. Yeah, spark. Very, very thin. So there you go.
Magnets are gone, I'm afraid.
That basically concludes that the magnetism in the Magneto is gone.
That was kicking over fairly nicely, so that should give you a decent spark.
So unfortunately, we've kind of come to an end.
What if we close the gap up lower than 25 thou and try and run it? There's no reason why we can't have a shorter gap to get a stronger spark to see if it'll run.
Well, by the same token, drag it behind your car.
Yeah,
spin it off.
On my car, we didn't bring the truck.
It'll spin it over faster. we'll give it a try. It's, it'll have to be a next to minimal.
Yeah.
Right,
You've got a gap?
we have a very small gap. So we'll just see what sort of spark we've got with that.
Right.
Yep. I've seen better. It's a minor improvement. We can give it a go, but
Yeah.
ready? Yep. There's smoke coming up out of your arsehole.
Yeah.
That fired, mate.
It did.
That's out the back of the carb.
A little bit coming out.
Oh, so now this doesn't work.
Pull the plug cap off. Died anyway out of fuel. But she runs. Your man will be pleased.
Yeah.
What I did, I'll explain this to camera because it's easy. I did what they call an old-fashioned double kick. Got it just before, kicked it and kicked it on the way back up, back down, and that give it the extra oomph to start. So, yes, I think the magnets are warm, but with a shorter spark distance, she runs.
It sounds quite nice.
Yeah.
So, result, he said. What we need to do now is make sure it's doing the oil circulation and everything.
I got a little bit as it was running up.
Yeah, but we haven't got a full quantity of oil in it yet. So
It hasn't pissed any out on the floor.
it's drooped a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's just done that. But there we go, guys. It runs until we've got the oil situation completely sorted. Because apparently in these, when the oil is returned, it is like a baffle tube in the tank, and inside that is a wad of felt, and it has to pass the oil up through that felt, so it could take some time to saturate the felt before you actually see it returning.
Just got a drip on that last bit.
But you've also got to make sure there's enough oil in the tank to keep feeding it in before you see the return. So I used the last of my classic engine oil, 2050, which is probably a little bit on the thin side for this, but it was enough for doing what we're doing. It sounded quite nice, but we have now identified that just by closing that gap up and it starting, we know that the magneto needs to be remagnetized. So we can report that back, and yeah, all good. So now we've got to decide what we're going to do for the rest of the day, because that was kind of our mission for today. We need now some fuel tails. I've drained the tank down. Probably wants a bit of a swill out and a clean. Yeah, that's caused by surprise, really, hasn't it? We weren't expecting it to run.
Well, I got a bit out of the carb, and I thought if I just give it what they call a double kick, just it gives it extra oomph on a kickstart. Because compression comes when a kickstart is nearly at the end of its throw. So just before you feel that, while you're still sort of kicking it, you let back up and kick quick, and that just gives it the extra bump when it goes up to compression.
Yeah, and that was choke off, yeah?
Choke off, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
About half advanced, I'd say.
Yeah.
That went quite easy. I was...
Yeah. Well, kind of knew it was going to go, and I see the smoke coming up behind you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely fired. And then, yeah, all good. So, I think today we're done, really. We can report back to the owner.
Good, I get an early dinner.
And, yeah, give him the good news that it actually runs again. And then we can sort some oil and stuff out for it and some fuel tank fittings. And then we can do a charging test once we know it's actually lubricating properly. Now we've got this far, we don't want to go season it up. So for now, for today, that is kind of it, folks. So
bye bye.
Thank you very much for watching, and see you again soon.